So this will be their most likely action and also the evolution of your relationship. And this is what they would want to have happen. Maybe you snapped their neck anyway. It seems as if something has happened to this person. And I think actually you happened to this person. It's the feeling I'm getting here. So maybe you are still learning, how to not snap someone's neck. And here's another 10. We have the 10 of swords. This is 10, the wheel. So the wheel of fortune. It's revolving. It's a revolution. It's what was up will be down, and what was down will be up. But it's also karma. It's certain things that comes again and again, certain patterns that comes again and again, until we learn in our relationships to crack the code, so we are able to solve the karma and level up to the next level of existence. Okay. So this is this person's intentions towards you. 4 of Cups. They don't seem particularly like they are able to rise above either. This person is, you did a number on them, and they have a hard time forgiving, forgetting, or comprehending, or even listen to what you said. They made up their mind. 4 is very stubborn. It's the Emperor. So their intention is to probably detach emotionally, or not let their emotional, the feelings for you rule them. But when we kind of reject something or resist something, that usually ends up, consuming us, both in our emotional life and in our thoughts. But the person does the best they can. And right now they feel indigenous, like they feel angry or upset because you did this to them. It feels as if you have hurt their pride in some way. Okay. So this is their feelings for you. Ace of Cups. So they do love you. It's just that you shocked them, or you sprayed something upon them, like this new belief or new ideas, or you changed your behavior. Before maybe you were more easily manipulated, and now you aren't. So that can be upsetting as well. But the person does really love you from their bottom of their heart. And that's making them vulnerable to suggestions from you. This is how they view you. 9 of Cups. It's like you have everything that they want, but it's hard for them to get it. Probably you have talked to them of like rule of conduct, or how to behave. If they are to be with you, they need to act in certain ways. And they don't want to conform to these ideas, but they want what you have to offer here. Okay, so this is how they view your relationship. And it's the Temperance card. And this is pretty good in this position, because it shows that they realize that you are different. You are 2 different personalities. You have 2 different ideas of seeing things. There's a little bit of a gap between you. You might have one way of looking at what kind of future you want to live, and they have another way, and they might have you might have one social belief or cultural belief or political belief, and they have another. And the alchemist, it's when you come with your different belief system or wants and needs and dreams, and you rub them off against each other. We can see this, for example, if we fall in love with someone. They have an awful taste of music, but eventually we learn to like the music. And they also eat certain food that we are not used to, but we get used to that as well. So this is how our awareness of things, like being able to experience more things and appreciate it, expands. And that means also your soul is expanding. So this person views your relationship as a very spiritual one, where you learn from one another and expand. It's just that they don't want to expand just right now, because whatever you suggested to them was like, they couldn't just digest it. It was too much probably it's maybe something they couldn't control. Let's say you got sick and tired of them, for example. That's hard to control. But they think that that there's still some life in this relationship. They still love you. You still have, everything that they want. You are offering it. And they're also feeling as if they are growing spiritually inside this relationship. So this is what they would want to happen. Seven of Swords. Oh, it's almost like they have an alternative agenda which they don't want you to expose. So the alternative agenda can be, for example, it can be so many different things, but it's almost as they are playing nice with you, but it's something. I talked about the underbelly of the dragon, and here I'm seeing kind of the underbelly of the dragon. I want to realize what this is, what it is that this person, it's very likely that you have exposed them on something. Maybe you called them out on something. They didn't like that, okay? They didn't like it at all. They wanted to continue it's almost like a belief system that they want to continue being able to have, even if it's plain wrong. Ascending. Yes, ascending is so hard. Transcending is so hard. To expand into the next phase is so hard. They just don't want to do it. They want to say, don't wake me. Just, give me what you're used to giving me. And I can grow a little bit, but this certain thing, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to grow in this department. I don't want to see it. It can even be that, let's say that you tell them that your friend said this to me. They came on to me in the last, when we had this party. And this person, they don't want to believe you. They want to believe their friend. And they want to keep the lie that, the friend is holding. And they want to back up the friend's lie. They never, came on to you. Even if that's true, they came on to you. And then you say, okay, to H with both you and your friend, because you are not loyal to me and your friend is appalling. So thank you and good night. And this person, they love you. They think that you're awesome, attractive, and that they grow together with you, but they can't wrap their head around that their friend lied, and they can't be disloyal towards that friend and be loyal towards you. So it can be so many different things, but it's something that you have called out is what I'm feeling, that they can't wrap their mind around. It's too hard. It's too much to take in. It's, rocking their worldview. So they feel nauseated. They just don't want to accept it. Okay. And this is what their most likely action, but also evolution. So we have a King of Swords. It has come in this position for a great many of the signs. So it showed that this person, they see themselves as really educated, and what they think and what they see, this is the right thing. Whatever you see that they can't agree with, it's something that they can't just digest this. I saw a documentary about like misplaced artifacts, or it was it was about finding like human-made artifact that were millions of years old. So the scientists couldn't. They just put these artifacts aside because they couldn't put them into the context of what they knew about life on Earth at this time. So if you find like a hammer, for example, that's 700 million years old, it's just scratching oneself in the head and putting the hammer there and saying, okay, we'll deal with you later because right now you don't fit, this context. And this is what this person wants to do about the thing you said or suggested. Maybe you want a change in the relationship. They can't wrap their head around it. Maybe you told them something that you see as truth, or something that happened to you. They can't wrap their head around it. And they think that they are this educated, wise, logical person. And when they say something, then that's that. It's not something that's really up for discussion. But in the same time, the scientists, they start to become a scientist because they are curious. So the curiosity is there. We can see this with the Temperance card. It's just that they are so used to being in the position of the one telling you how things are, and you coming here and telling them how things are, it's plain wrong in their, worldview here. 5 of Pentacles, yeah, it makes them fall off the golden throne that they have put themselves onto. And also, all their memories together with this friend, for example. All this becomes a lie if they believe what you said. Then everything that they believed about this friend is a lie. Or everything they believed about their family is a lie. If there's something going on, like a conflict between you and their family, or if it's whatever it is, it's something that if they are going to take in this reality, it's going to make the foundation which they stand on to crumble. And that's a high price to pay. So I understand that they are being reluctant to do this. For example, let's say you have this hammer here that's 700 million years old, and humanity is 2 million years old. That doesn't work. So there's no pieces of the puzzle that you can put together. You can just say, okay, so if the fact is we found it here, and it's definitely made by someone. It's a very traditional hammer, but it's in really old mountains. So either humanity or intelligent life on Earth is older than what we believed, or the strata isn't formed in the way that we think. But this person can't think either. It's almost like they didn't dismiss the whole situation here. But because you are offering such goody goods to their life, it's so many things that they would want from you that they still want. They will try to compromise about this. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. So first they will be totally against everything that you have said, but eventually they will open their mind to certain things and be able to take in some of the things that you said. They can take in that their friend did like this, but they might make excuses. They were drunk. So they might turn it into something positive. Okay, so now I know my best friend thinks my girlfriend is really attractive. So I have a girl that he doesn't have, and that makes me win over him. So something is happening inside this person's mind that's making them slowly being able to wrap their head around what's going on. Okay. And here we have the Chariot. It's 7 and it's half of the 14 Temperance card. So it's almost like it speeds along here. We'll see. It can speed along, or it can be, or we can be on another block. It's really hard to say. 7 are usually spiritual challenges. Like a person that thinks they know something, and then it turns out they didn't know squat, and they need to, fall on their face in the mud, and the chariot, the wheel breaks off, and they have to mend it. They have to figure out how to get back on the road again. So life events like this can be very challenging, but it's a little bit there for the divine to help you kind of make a reality check. If we become a little bit too cocky, and that this is not going to bring us to our highest road towards our highest destiny, they might as well put our face and rub it in the mud a little bit. So we'll see, because we have the 7 here, so that's a little bit worrying. But in other case, it seems as if this person will suddenly just understand. But the 7 here kind of indicates maybe they will just put themselves into another favorable position where they still don't understand a squat of what was going on. We'll see. 7 of Wands. Okay, the later is most likely, but I'm still seeing possibilities with this 6 and 6 of Pentacles and the Chariot. It shows that they will, and particularly with the Temperance card above, like this here, it shows that this person has an opening in their mind where they they can understand certain things. But other things, they won't be able to, digest that, or they won't still be able to take that in. So certain facts, certain things, and this will be super annoying for you, because you will like this. because you know what happened, you know what was going on, and that this person can't agree to it or see it or understand it or understand you, love you, stand by you, have your back. It's probably going to be super irritating, super annoying. So I'm seeing this person being pretty annoying. They have like a bonehead a little bit, a person that's not able to take in something else than what's in their, their normal belief system. So they're very narrow-minded and closed off. They have big love for you, and so they are prepared to do certain sacrifices, but there comes a limit to their possibility of being aware. They just don't have this possibility as of now. Some people, it's different where we are at. Some people are supposed to be here to learn to be a bonehead, and then that's what they need to practice, of course. And others are here to like break through every boundary and learn more and expand themselves. And one doesn't have to be better than the other. We need all the experiences, but it's still annoying. Okay, so this is what they will say. I will come back for you. I was scared of hurting you, and I'm sorry that I took you for granted. Yeah, this loyalty that they showed was making you feel that you were taken for granted. I was scared of hurting you. I think they were scared of hurting their own ego or their own, belief system. And this is another way of them doing this turning off facts. They were scared of getting hurt themselves. But they turn it into, I'm the bigger person. I was scared of hurting you, and I will come back for you. That's again, would you even want them? And they say, I will come back for you. When I have, swallowed the bitter pill that you did this, that you had the stomach to say or do this, I will be back. I was just so afraid to hurt you with the rage I was feeling towards what you were saying about my friend here. So the better thing was to keep myself away from you during this time. And I'm sorry that I took you for granted or let you wait for me or whatever. For me, this feels very condescending, and as if the person thinks that they are the one that should be hurt, when you are the one that should be hurt because they were disloyal to you. The chaser, not enough. So this is from your point of view. So you have tried very hard to make this person understand, but you fulfill their needs. Sadly, they don't fill your needs. And so that's what I'm seeing with this person. Okay, I will take some oracle cards here. Flexible. So this says to be flexible with this person that can't be flexible. For me, it's a little bit unfair, but I understand. It seems as if you have some kind of extraordinary powers in this situation to see the situation from an above perspective and not take it personally, but continue doing the spiritual work. It doesn't mean that you need to be with this person right now. It just means that you can, as we saw in the beginning, rise above. Meeting, this is the moon situation, what's happened here, that the truth can't come out. People are too boneheaded to be loyal towards you or to understand what you are telling them. And here you just need to be flexible and give them room and time to understand this while you are focusing on other things. In a storm, the tree bends. So you don't have to take the hit from this person. You don't even have to be around this person. But you don't also have to be angry with this person. It's rather just, okay, if that's how you're going to deal with this, it's okay. I think detaching oneself a little bit while the storm is going on is a good idea. And then that will also make you more resilient. If the divine wants to give this person a second chance, then you will be less pissed off with them if you haven't taken such a hard hit from their behavior. Okay, so this is also advice for you. Beneficial beliefs feels better when I think them. There are things in your environment that you believe that match what you want. And there are all kinds of things in your environment that you believe that defy what you want. How would you even sort them out? How do you know that the active belief within you that serves you well and the active beliefs that do not serve you? How do you know the beneficial beliefs from the terminal ones? The beneficial beliefs feel better when you think them. The terminal ones feels worse when you think them. I think this is kind of summing up this person. They feel good thinking that their friend is loyal, never would, make a move on their girlfriend. Or boyfriend or whatever. And I just saw many different situations. I can't give them all to you. That's why I laughed, because I saw a lot of things. And so this person, they feel better when they don't believe you and believe their friend. So they're kind of closing their mind off to things that doesn't fit their belief system because it makes them feel good. And if the truth doesn't make them feel good, they won't go with that. So sometimes also spirituality can be a little bit narrow-minded. So I think that was the card for them. So I will also take a card for you. Let's see here. I came as an extension of source energy. So that's what I felt with the temperance and the flexible card. And also, of course, the strength card that we had in the beginning with the 8 of Wands and the Fool and the Moon and everything. So I think that the divine kind of expects a little bit more from you to be open-minded, even when people are narrow-minded. So you came as a physical extension of source energy, understanding that you would explore contrast, causing expansion not only for you, but for all that is. You knew that you could find your way back to the resources of your source by feeling your way and by understanding that the relationship between you and you is not one of separateness, but of alignment and resonance. When you master the art of allowing your consistent alignment with the source within you, every other relationship will be beneficial and pleasurable. So I'm actually seeing that you are able to see things that other people, prefer to just put underneath the carpet. Another person would maybe have seen, okay, so their best friend is an a-hole. But I know that this best friend is very, important to this person. They're always talking about them, always, talking about how glorious they are. So I'm not going to destroy their view of this person. They are going to be able to live with this viewpoint until they die. So that would be maybe the normal way we go about things. But since you are here to expand people's way of looking at things, your way of looking at things, you see the truth. And you think that you feel like the truth is the truth. My partner shouldn't go their whole life thinking that their best friend is loyal when they aren't. And I'm not going to put up with this behavior, and I need my partner's support when their friend is behaving like this. So here you're challenging the whole cultural silence that allows for, the drunk uncle to fill up the guest on the party or whatever is happening. It's like, oh, they are always like that. We need to have some, patience with them. No, you don't have patience with them. And you're not supposed to have patience with them. You're supposed to, call out the things as you see them, pick them up, dust them off, show them to everyone. But it's just that everyone doesn't, they're not happy with this because they can't wrap their head around this, what you have been seeing. They would much prefer if you would just you would just leave it alone. So I wanted to see a confirmation, and it came confirmation. So don't fear this. You can be diplomatic and flexible, temperance and this.